And the mice is in the rent. The mice is in the roaches. I told them to rent off. They'll let them pay rent because they done taken over the apartment. I did. I told them.
Mrs. Inez Clark is more than half serious about having her rent shared by the mice and roaches that infest her Wheat Street Gardens apartment. She is one of a number of residents who is fighting the creeping squalor that threatens to poison her life. In the 11 years she has lived here, she says she has had to make every repair herself, save for the bathroom ceiling, repaired 2 weeks ago after 3 years of waiting. Mrs. Clark is still fighting. Other residents have given up. Their surrender and management's apparent neglect have combined to create an appalling situation. And that is where the city's housing court comes in. Judge Howard Johnson will be presiding in courtroom 3 every Friday between 8 a.m. and noon. He thinks his court will make a difference.
I think nobody really wants to be brought into court. I think that once the people who own these properties that are in substandard conditions realize that the court is serious about prosecuting these type of offenses, that initiatives will be maintained in those areas, and the properties will be brought up to standards.
It will be the responsibility of City Solicitor Andrew Hairston to prosecute housing code violations. He warns slumlords to beware. He talks of a desire to eliminate delays and continuances. Hairston's recommendation is to close down these apartments and to move the people out. The owners say the federal government is sitting on the funds promised to fix the place up. Inez Clark agrees with the city.
Yeah, they need to be closed down because it's unfit living condition. It's just unsanitary living here. You can sit up in there in the daytime, mice are running all over the floor. Running all over the floor.
A leaky roof, chipped paint, rats, roaches are issues not as flashy as burglary, armed robbery, or larceny, but they speak to the basic human right to decent housing and to the prevalence of substandard conditions here in Atlanta. The expansion of the Atlanta Housing Court from 4 to 8 hours is an attempt to make conditions better for people living in places like these. Judge Howard Johnson and the Atlanta Housing Court have their work cut out for them. From Southeast Atlanta, Marc Pickard, Action News.